Rosa Van Niekerk attorneys here in Western area. Mrs South Africa is going to give me a big platform, and that's why I have a passion for gender-based violence and the fight against gender-based violence.
Okay.
They deserve to be there because it is a tough ride, it's a hard ride, and so, see your family, your blood is your blood. Your blood always stays your blood.
Hey yo, what's up beautiful people? It's your boy here, the KKs, and we've got ourselves a special guest, Miss Rosa Van Niekerk. And I've got my homeboy, Mr. Yabiti, Johnny Bravo with the flag.
Baba don't wanna get wet, Baba don't wanna get really. Baba don't wanna get wet, Baba don't wanna get really. Baba don't wanna make this hard to make them do we know the feel.
So we're about to have a conversation with one of the contestants for 2021 Miss South Africa. Guys, please, round of applause for Miss Rosa Van Niekerk.
Thank you.
You feel me?
Thank you.
How are you? How are you?
I am awesome. Thank you for having me this afternoon.
It's a pleasure.
You boys are loads of fun. So for everybody that's watching, please tune in again because they are loads of fun.
Facts.
Absolutely.
It's the Mayjor Plug. Yeah. Before we start with the juice of the Mayjor juice, tell us about yourself. Who are you?
My name is Rosa Van Niekerk, and just to make it a little bit difficult for you guys, I am Rosa Van Niekerk Castellino as well.
Okay.
Because my mother is Italian and my father is Afrikaans.
Wow.
So I always joke and say that I'm a boerenworstpasta. So if you wanted a little mix, you've got your little mix.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm Rosa Van Niekerk and I am a daughter of the king. I am happy, brave and strong. I'm a practicing attorney. And I'm also the owner of Rosa Van Niekerk attorneys here in Western area, hometown girl.
Yeah.
And also the owner of Crown Up Beauty South Africa. So further, I am married to my husband Jacobus, Afrikaans man.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yes, shout out for him. And we have two beautiful daughters, Rosa and Isabella. And they are teenagers right now. So big praise for us.
Does that make you nervous?
Yes, it does. It does. I'm want to phone my mom and say, how did you raise me? How did you grow me without, killing me type of thing.
But you're cool. I'm sure she did a really well.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did.
No, they do. They did, absolutely.
So before we could, obviously you have explained where you come from in a way. Can you explain to people when did the passion for being in this modeling industry start and how did it start?
You guys are not going to believe this story. It's crazy. If I didn't tell it myself, I wouldn't have believed it. I'm a Western horse rider, love horses, okay?
Yeah.
So I had a big fall with my horse Safir, and that led me into the world of makeup, and the world of makeup led me into the world of pageantry. And I was doing this one pageant lady's makeup, and she was like, why don't you enter this pageant?
Okay.
And I was like, no, I'm too short and I'm too fat and too ugly. I'm not a size 0. I mean, I'm Italian.
Yeah.
So we have the curves, baby. We've got that going on. And I said to her, no, I'm not 1.8 in a size 0. This is not for me type of thing.
Yeah.
And then secondly, another friend of mine, she's also associated with another pageant, and she said, why don't you enter? You're going to be perfect for this. And I'm like, no, man, I'm not going to, this is not for me.
So what happened? People saw that for you before you could even see it for yourself?
Yes, they did. And
Was it because of you were bullied or anything?
I think years ago when I was at varsity, when I was studying,
Okay.
I was in a very bad domestic violence relationship. And that's why I have a passion for gender-based violence and the fight against gender-based violence.
Okay.
So I think everybody knew about that, and I go regularly around and I speak to women at safe houses or at schools or at churches, and I speak about my message of Krona. And I believe that God speaks in threes. So the first lady asked, do you want to enter a pageant? And I said, no. The second lady asked, and I said, no. And then somebody, for some reason, posted this entry form on my Facebook page. And I'm like,
It's a calling.
it's a calling, it's free, God has spoken, you know. And that night I was speaking with God and I said, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if I can do this. I've never done it, you know. And I'm 40 years old right now.
Wow.
So seriously. And now I'm 44, turning 45. But at that stage I was 40. And God said to me, you can't go around and spread your message of crown up, telling women to put up their own crowns if you are too afraid to do it yourself.
Facts.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And I just entered with a selfie of me and my horse. And that's how it started. At the age of 40, no pageant experience.
It's never too late, guys.
It's never too late.
It's never
If
too
you
late.
have a dream, let me tell you, it's never too late. Go for
You gotta
it.
chase it.
Do you have any hidden talents
Hidden talents.
besides the pageant? Before we get into like the pageant one, I was still trying to get to know you better. Besides you being a modeler and being in a beauty pageant.
Hidden talents, I would say horse riding.
Okay.
Because I also started horse riding when I was 40 years old. And everybody told me, you're too old. Because I didn't come from the farm. So I didn't know horses. I didn't ride horses. They said, you're too old, you're going to fall and break something.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, you know what? You never tell me no. So I will do it. I will do it again and I'll take pictures while I'm doing it. And I did start horse riding and I loved it. And I did fall, I think 3-4 times into Robinson Hospital. So now when I get there, they refer to me as the lady from the horse. Yeah. They just say the lady from the horse is here again. I've broken like ribs, collarbones.
But you kept on riding.
But I kept on riding. You know why? Because God gave me a prophecy and he said, if you see horses and chariots that are bigger than you, do not be afraid of them, for I am with you. So I remember when we started out, and because my daughter was already riding, that's why I started to ride with her. I was like, because if you ride a horse, it's like up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
I was like, hope, faith, hope, faith, hope, faith. And that is how I started. Yeah, and that is literally now almost 5 years ago.
What qualities do you have that makes you think that you deserve to be Miss South African for 2021?
The qualities that I think I have that stands out from other contestants, I believe firstly that everybody that is now part of Mrs South Africa, the top 100, they deserve to be there because it is a tough ride, it's a hard ride, it's a lot of work, and it takes a lot of guts to put yourself out there. So kudos to everybody that is there, you know.
Kudos, guys.
And why me? Why should I get the title? I believe I'm doing it for the right reason. This is not my first pageant. So I'm not doing it for the sash and the crown. I'm not doing it for the 5 minutes of glory. Because that passes. The next year, they crown another title holder. And then you're forgotten. You know?
True.
So why am I doing this? What is my why? My why is Mrs South Africa is going to give me a big platform to spread my voice and my story of Crown Up. So if I can just maybe go a little bit into what is Crown Up, it's a message that I deliver to ladies that says, God says, He's made a beautiful baby girl, He makes it beautiful, perfect, and with an invisible crown. But during your life, that crown can fall off. If somebody tells you something like you're fat or you're ugly or you're unworthy, body shaming, you know, like with me with the domestic violence, all of that, and your crown literally falls off.
So basically what you're saying is that as a woman, whether young or older,
Yes.
or in the middle age, it doesn't matter. You just have to own and claim your crown.
Yes.
That's the only
Confidence.
Yes.
confidence.
I think it's confidence. It has to
Absolutely.
do with confidence.
Yeah.
And then you know, the story goes further to say that when you polish the outside of a woman with makeup, all of the inner beauty. And that is what it's really about.
Yeah.
It shines through, she's got back her confidence, and she puts back on her God-given crown.
Okay.
Claim your crown.
Yeah.
Claim it.
Please.
So I say, get up, pray up, crown up, and rise up.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
that is what our children must hear. That is what our ladies, no matter our age, must hear. That you are worthy and that you are good enough. No matter what nobody says. Crown up, ladies, you've got this.
True that.
True.
So do you think like as now you're a public figure, do you think that you're supposed to be a positive public figure to the community that you're living in, or is it a must that you're supposed to be a positive public figure?
Absolutely. I believe that you should. Because when you are a public figure or a title holder, then you have a responsibility. There's people that look up to you. There's people that live in your same community that are looking up to you and thinking, okay, if she can do it, I can do it as well. But
Yeah.
if you do negative things, then you're not sending out the right message. The message that I'm sending out is, there's hope, you've got this, you can do it. It doesn't matter where you come from, it matters what is your hopes and your dreams and where you go and you end.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
I see myself in 5 years' time as definitely still the owner of Rosa Van Niekerk Tennis and Crown Up Beauty, but I want a pageant, not a pageant, I want a beauty empire.
Beauty Empire.
I want a beauty empire, and you guys are going to laugh at me, but I want a pop-up store in Rome for Crown Up Beauty.
I'm trying not to
Yes, yes.
laugh at you. So
Yeah,
trying
and I'm
not
gonna
to.
do that. I'm gonna do that because currently I'm like making my own anti-aging serums from natural oils, carrier oils, and that is also a prophecy that God has given to me, and I'm just standing on it. If you have your prophecy, you activate it, you stand on it, and you
Yeah.
work for it.
Now I can see like you talk a lot about the spiritual side and
Yes.
this prophecy that you have. What like obviously chasing your dream, would you say like faith is one of the biggest things or one of the keys to actually achieving your goals? Or
Absolutely. I believe, and that is my personal belief, that if you don't have faith, there's nothing that you can cling to. Because the Bible clearly says that man will disappoint you, but God will never disappoint you. And God made each of us, before He made the individual, He made a purpose for that individual. So we have a purpose on this earth. And then He made us. So there's something that only Rosa can do in a split second of time. That was why I was born, and each of us were born. So if you don't have faith, what do you cling to in the bad times? You know?
Yeah, that's a question.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a question.
like,
So, since he's talking about being born and everything, to the younger Rosa, what would you say to her?
if you had to give
Yeah,
like
if-
her any
wow.
advice.
Yeah, what would you say to her?
That is a good question, and I'm actually so glad that you asked that question.
It's the Mayjor Plug.
It's the Mayjor Plug. I would tell her, you are good enough. I would tell her, don't stress so much. I will tell her, your hopes, your dreams, your passion, everything that you have, go for it. Don't worry about other people's opinions, because we worry so much about pleasing other people.
And how people see us.
And how people see us and relate to us, that we lose ourselves sometimes in that. And at the end of the day, I will just tell her, just be yourself. Because being authentic, you is your secret weapon in life.
And I hope someone
yourself.
special, like we're interviewing someone, she's a model also, she goes by the name of Sonia Black. She said something about also being body shamed, also people
Yes.
telling her she can't do this, she can't do that. So I think like when she sees this, she'll get more motivated.
Yeah, she will.
and
She definitely will.
Sonia, I hope you're watching this.
Because she was kind of like getting something like, she wasn't dark enough, she wasn't tall enough. You follow?
Yes.
She wasn't the right size.
I
Right
also,
size.
I mean, I also got that before I left for Mrs. Classic Universe. No, that wasn't for Mrs. Classic Universe. It was for MS Universe in Miami 2 years ago.
Okay.
They already made my traditional outfit, and there was this beautiful picture that I stood there like this, and then there was a guy next to me, and I actually got a message. I put it out in the media, and I actually got a message from somebody, an anonymous message that said, "Listen, you are representing South Africa overseas. Can you please make, a plan with your bottom part of your arms? It's too fat."
Okay.
And I was devastated. I was crying my eyes out because I was gymming morning, night, and I mean, my body is my body. I can't do anything about it. And I just decided after I cried, and I actually, honestly, I phoned the photographer and I said, "Can you please try and see if you can, Photoshop
For
my
me,
arms,
it's
just this bottom part, because the rest of my body was super skinny." And he said to me, "Okay, I'll do it." And then afterwards I realized, but why? Why should I give this individual that doesn't even have the guts to call and answer the phone? Because I phoned a number. I wanted to ask, what's your problem? Are you putting yourself out there, for everybody to judge you? Because people do.
But doing that will be like giving him or her power.
That satisfaction.
Exactly. As soon as you give the person, like, you respond, it's like, okay, now they have power over you.
Yeah.
So how did you how did you overcome that?
Listen, honestly, I cried a lot about that. And then I just realized, but I must remember what God says about me. And God says, "You are my daughter, you are good enough,
Facts.
and you are fierce." So no matter what anybody else says, I've also had, and Sonia, I hope that you are listening, I've also had the "you are too short, you are too, not skinny enough." I've had all of those. I've had it. And I've had it now again with Mrs. South Africa.
Yeah.
That people has actually told me that, why did you enter? Because, you're not like the regular cookie cut paster, what they are actually looking for.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I'm Rosa. And that's what makes me special and individual.
Another thing
and
I want to know
authentic.
again, you said you have a family in Italy, and
Yes.
also again have a family this side.
Mhm.
How is that relationship? How is it like to have like a family outside South Africa?
It's amazing. It's amazing to have family in Italy. And I don't want to go into the long version of it, but I'm second generation Italian, which means my grandmother, she came from Italy.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
because she was married, she met my Afrikaans husband, my Afrikaans grandfather in Italy. They got married there, and they said, "If you come to South Africa, we are going to cut you off from the family."
Wow.
So she was totally cut off. So for years, the Italian family were looking for the Italian family this side.
Okay.
And also through pageants, through the Mrs. Classic Universe that I won, God actually took a pageant was supposed to be in the Philippines and moved it to Bulgaria. And Bulgaria is like an hour's flight from each other, Bulgaria and Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just this amazing way that we hooked up with the family. And it's the biggest blessing to know. I loved my nonna. I loved my nonna so much.
And Nana is.
Your grandmother.
Oh, okay.
Yes, my grandmother, my nonna. And to be able to walk in her footsteps, to go and see where she grew up and see your family. Your blood is your blood. Your blood always stays your blood. Always. And to see those people, and when we literally saw them for the first time, they looked like me. They were loud like me. In South Africa, they're like, "Guys, just shh, you're too loud, don't be so over the top."
Okay, I think now just to close
Yeah,
this.
just to close it off, because I feel like we did the most.
The most.
I got to know you
Yes.
better, and I got to know the type of person you are. You're spiritual, and I really appreciate that about you. That's the only thing
Thank you.
I appreciate other values, but the spiritual vibes is what I actually vibe with.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome, thank you.
So to any words to anybody who's
Any
upcoming,
5 ways,
yeah,
any things that you can say, 5 ways
upcoming
that you can say,
modelers who want to be in
upcoming
this.
modelers, not only modelers, people who actually want to chase or have something they want to pursue.
If you want to pursue something in life, know the following. Get up, pray up, crown up, and rise up.
Get up,
Can you
Get up, pray up, crown up, and rise up.
rise up.
Because if you get up, then at least you're going to do something. If you pray about it, you've got God's blessing.
Faith.
So it's get up, pray up, crown up. It's like even if you are so scared, it doesn't matter. You're going to walk in there and just smile and wave.
With your
So it's get up,
invisible
pray up,
crown.
crown up, and rise up. It's like, I've got this. Here I go. I believe in myself.
The confidence.
The confidence.
Yes, so never forget your hopes and your dreams. Chase them. And remember to put on your invisible crown.
Okay, cool. Last one. What can people from West Rand, besides West Rand, but everywhere, can do to actually vote for you?
I would really appreciate if people that can vote for me, they can vote Rosa to 35959.
Can you please
I would-
repeat that?
Please,
Please,
guys.
please have your home girls back here. Just SMS Rosa to 35959. And you can also go on the Mrs South Africa page and you can see my photo there and just give it a like. I would
Okay.
appreciate that. Oh, and I have a page, Rosa Van Niekerk, semi-finalist Mrs South Africa 2021-2022.
Now, guys, that's actually huge.
Semi-finalists, guys.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed it. Did you really enjoy it?
I did. You guys were so much fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope when you win, you come back to us.
I will. You can ask Kat, I'm a loyal person. I always remember.
I know him, so I know.
Pray up, rise up, crown up.
Yeah.
Guys, please make sure you subscribe, you like, comment, share this video with your family and friends.
Do the
If you
most.
liked it, comment, let us know which part you actually enjoyed it. And also, follow her on IG. Can you please drop your IG handle?
My Instagram handle is Rosa Van Niekerk Castellino, and you will definitely find me there. And now I've been plugged in.
Facts.
Run things.
Link in the description, guys. Scroll down, like, comment. We'll see you on the next one. Let us know who you want to see on the next one. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
That was so awesome. Thank you.
Baba tumbona kiwe, Baba tumbona kishwile, Baba tumbona kiwe, Baba tumbona kishwile, Baba tumbona makriza chumbi, tendo ubinwa divela, nikasi tuwe makriza chumbi.